Hey, how's it going? Did you ever watch a trailer and you think, God, that is the stupidest trailer I've ever seen in my life. I will never watch that movie. I've seen a lot of those lately. It's mostly these recent horror movies. I mean, A for effort to getting a different idea, but oh my God, some of these are just wow. So here's a list of movies that when I saw the trailer, I was like, no way, yuck, that is so stupid. But I ended up watching the movie anyway and I actually liked it. So the first movie I want to talk about, which actually made me think of this whole video, is a movie that when I first saw the trailer, I was like, wow, what a stupid premise. And it just seemed ridiculous. And that movie is Abigail. So the movie's about a group of kidnappers that go and kidnap a crime boss's daughter, and they soon learn this captive is nothing but a bloodthirsty vampire. Now the reason I watched this movie, I wasn't going to watch it at all because I think you still have to rent it. It's not for free or anything on any of the streaming channels. Not that I know of. But my brother told me, and I don't think this is a spoiler because some of you guys don't know who Danzig is, but my brother told me that there is a Danzig song in it, and it's Blood and Tears, if you're wondering, and they play a lot of that song. They play almost the whole song. I mean, it was awesome. Blood and tears, blood and tears. The whole premise is typical. You know, you got your group of kidnappers. They're all different types of people. It's got some grand looking haunted house atmosphere. Actually has a backstory for the characters, so you care a little bit about what's happening to them. It's not really a jump scare type of movie. It's more of a visual effects type of movie where you're looking at something and it's like, man, that's pretty weird. Your atmosphere, it's got your little bit of mystery. It's fun. It's a fun movie. Definitely a popcorn movie. So I would definitely highly recommend that. If you've been putting it off because of the whole premise of the trailer, it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're a Danzig fan and you want to hear almost the whole entire song in a big major movie. Check that out. The next movie I have is called Night Swim. And I've seen some reviews on it. I saw the trailer. I thought, man, what a stupid idea to have a haunted pool. No interest in checking that out, but it came up free on one of the channels that we have, one of the streaming channels that we have, and so we checked it out. The story is about a family who moves into a house who are unaware of what their backyard pool can do. Now, this does have a lot of, I thought, character building, so you kind of cared about what happened to the characters. Really what it reminded me of at the very beginning, especially when the family was moving into the house, it reminded me of Poltergeist. And if you've seen the movie Poltergeist, it's like a pool scene, so it made me think of that. It was a little bit different. It's not like over the top great movie, but it's like very definitely interesting, and it definitely was way better than its trailer. And the next movie I have on my list is a movie starring Nicolas Cage called Arcadia. And the reason I thought the trailer was stupid on this, it was more not really stupid, it was just like a boring looking trailer, like really didn't give hardly anything. And if you don't give hardly anything, what would make people want to watch it? So it's an apocalyptic movie. Nicolas Cage becomes a father to two boys and they're living it out in this post-apocalyptic world. The creature feature, it does have creatures on there, so that was an interesting part of the movie, which is something I didn't really expect because you definitely can't tell from the trailer, but it wouldn't have been terrible if they would have added something in there, you know, something that would make it interesting. But it's basically about their whole survival in that world, and I love apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic movies and shows, so it was definitely way up my alley. Okay, the last movie I have is a movie, when I saw the trailer, I thought, oh my God, this is so stupid. It made me think of Lisa Frank, you know, with the folders and the notebooks. I never really got into that. From back in the 80s, and it is called Lisa Frankenstein. It's a horror comedy, and an outcast brings back to life some corpse that she's in love with in a graveyard. Now, how does she know he was handsome? That's the question, but that's the description. So really, this movie, The trailer looked terrible and stupid, I thought personally. And I was like, I'm never gonna watch this movie. This looks like totally opposite of me. I don't like that type of stuff. But whenever you get into the movie, it kind of reminds me of like Beetlejuice mixed with like a Beetlejuice and the movie Mirror Mirror. If anybody remembers that movie, Mirror Mirror, I love that movie, but it reminded me a lot of Mirror Mirror, except we've got a Frankenstein corpse. So I thought it was great. And I mean, they definitely kept it interesting throughout this whole entire movie. But definitely, if you're kind of interested, I would definitely watch it. It's just like, don't pay attention to the trailer. So have you guys seen any of these movies? What did you think about the trailer? What is a trailer that you've seen and you're like, no, I'm not watching that, but somehow you ended up watching it and it was better than what you thought? Let me know in the comments. I do plan on going back to some stores, getting some Halloween in, doing some Halloween hauls coming up, and definitely always talking about horror. So, and I just want to thank you for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next one.